All right, welcome to another weekly analysis with Raba Fx. And we are not going to waste time. We are going to go straight into the chart. And as you all know, the way I analyze is that I use the opening price. That's all. I don't use the market structure. I don't use smart money concept. I just use the opening price. All right. So we are going to look at different currency pairs and financial instruments that we can possibly trade during the week. So the first one here is on gold. We have gold here. So I'm going to look at the 1 month. We're going to look at the 1 month and see what we're expecting of gold in the coming week. So as you can see, gold has been extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive months of bullishness. Now this month, price is currently trading low. Now, as I used to say, because price is trading low doesn't mean that the trend has changed. What it means is that a lot of people are taking profit, and probably the lower time frame has given a bearish stance to push it to this level. So right now, this is the monthly opening price. Let me see if we have tapped in. Yeah, we tap into that monthly. Sorry, that's not it. All right. We tap into their monthly opening price here. And as you can see, price is currently rejecting there. So we are not going to start executing trades on the monthly time frame now. So what will happen is that we are going to go to a lower time frame and then see the picture in the lower time frame. So in this case, you can say that the monthly, let me show you how to do analysis. You can say here, monthly bullish. All right, monthly is still bullish. On that note, we go to the weekly. I'm going to bring this here. If there's a way I can fix this, can I lock it? All right, let me go to the monthly, daily. Okay, it's not going to show. Let me take it off, then drag it. So this is the weekly time frame. Now the weekly also, we have been moving pretty strong to the upside. But what happened is that we have this stubborn resistance at this level here. So I'm going to change this line to my weekly line, which is a deeper black color. So we are struggling to break above this level. Okay. We are struggling to break above that level. And then we have this level, a fresh support, which in my last video, I encourage you to look for a bullish trade the moment price trades below, because this fresh support can push price to the upside. But as you can see, the week has ended and we close right below it. So this becomes a fresh, untested resistance. As you can see, we have the candle closing below. So that means that level failed to do its job in pushing price to the upside. So in this case now, you can say that the weekly is bearish. So I'm going to come here. Weekly bearish. Weekly bearish. All right. So the weekly time frame has switched bearish. So that means whatever profit we are making from here, this area, it will be our area of profit taking, because this price may do something like this, come in here and then trade lower. All right, this is a strong resistance now or let me say our target for any bullish move in the lower time frame. So on that note, we simply go to the daily. But one interesting thing is happening on the daily. Yeah, price, as you can see, we traded into this level. I'm going to change this to the daily line, which is a thinner line, and then price rejected. So in that note also, we created another support, which by the way, I'm in a trade here, in a bullish trade, intraday trade, which I'm not holding as a swing. All right. So I'm in a buy position. Yeah. And as you can see, we go to lower time frame. So where am I taking my profit? I have resistance above. All right. But the moment price start getting to this level here, start trading in here, I'll be watching carefully. I won't be taking here, but this area will be my final TP. Why? Because it's a support resistance. Because it's a resistance on the weekly, and then you can see a fresh resistance there also on the daily. So we got an entry from the 4-hour here. The moment price came into the 4-hour, and then we are holding on to that trade. So I'll be monitoring this bullish trade closely. But however, when price gets to this level here, we have to be watchful and then see how price will form around there to look for a sell entry. All right, so this is what I have to say on the daily. So daily is bullish. Within my VIP, I explain what they need to do. By the time you have the 3 time frame giving you different signals, bullish, bearish, bullish, what do you do? So for you to be part of it, simply use the link in the description. And also, if you want to be getting BitByte Nugget from me, you can also join my newsletter where I will be sharing my thought process during the week. All right. So now we go to EURUSD. Now you can see this is my analysis. My last analysis, was it on Monday? I think I did an analysis on Monday or thereabout, where I talked about we pushing price from this level, and then this is the area where we sell. All right, as you can see here, I wrote the monthly is bullish, weekly is bearish, then daily is bearish. Immediately price came in, you can see we are trading to the downside. Let's see if anything has changed, all right, from our previous analysis. Now don't miss out on my analysis. Make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, so that when I release it on YouTube, you simply get to be the first to be notified. So let's look at the monthly and see if things has changed. Now, as things stands, monthly we are rejecting from this level. All right. But however, we are bullish. We are still bullish on the monthly, because this rejection on the bigger picture is simply profit taking. All right, so there's nothing much to look at here, because we started being bullish from this rejection here, and we have the first month, second month trading into the resistance. Now we are pushing lower. Down the weekly is bearish, because we are rejecting of this, and I think from here there was a weekly level here. We have a weekly level that is in confluence with the monthly level, where price rejected from, and then from there we have been bearish and we continue being bearish. This week also we closed below the lows of the previous candle, which is a good sign. And then when it comes to candlestick formation, right, that doesn't change anything. It's a good sign, doesn't mean price will not start pushing upward. But I'm trying to let you understand how you put so many odds in your favor, because the market is about probability. The more you stack the odds in your favor, the more confidence you become in holding the trades. All right. So we are bearish, and we have already traded into this weekly level. We didn't close below, we rejected. So what that is telling us is that there are some buyers sitting right here, pushing this price to the upside. Are they going to succeed in reversing the trade? For now, I don't see anything, because the way I trade is that I follow the direction until it changes, and I won't mind taking a loss around that period. Then once it changes, I simply switch into the new direction. So the market is still very bearish for me. We rejected there. So along the opening price are areas where you can start selling big time. But the good news is, I think we have this area. Do we close below that? We are rejecting above that level, which is quite interesting. All right. But that has not changed anything. Rejecting for the market to just reject has not changed anything, all right? So in this case, yeah, we can see our daily is still very bearish. We created a fresh resistance there. So in this case, if we can get a pushback into here, we can add more to it. I took a trade there also, and I will try to send it through the emails. The emails I will send before you get this, so for you to see the trades. So once price trade in here, just in case you are not in the trade, if price can give you trade back to this level of 1.1740 or 49, then you can start using your entry strategy to go into the market. And then this is our target here. This is what I'm targeting in the meantime, because you know why? This is a fresh support where we might see rejection from that area. But for now, I'm very comfortable with the sell trade on EURUSD. The next we're going to look at is NAS. NAS, from my past analysis, we talked about it being bullish, but as you can see, price did not come back down into this area. There are ways you can enter this. I didn't take any trade on NAS this week. However, I'll be monitoring it closely. So let's take a look at the monthly first. So on the monthly, we have this resistance here, untested resistance. And currently, let's see if price is touching it. Price has not gotten to that level. So, and we have this very strong rejection here. Monthly is bullish. All right. Monthly is bullish. Let's see, we put it here. As it stands, we will not be looking for trades just around there. All right. We are going to wait till we get to the daily time frame and 4 hour before we can start entry. Weekly is also bullish. From there, weekly is bullish. Okay, yeah, weekly bullish. But always identify the opening price that is closer to the current market price. All right, we have some bunch of resistance here, so it doesn't really make sense to be buying into resistance, as I used to say. So what you need to do is, like, if you are like me and I'm not in this trade currently holding the trade, I will simply wait and see if there's going to be any reaction, either a close above this or a rejection. I'm going to wait for next week. Why next week starts, or probably the lower time frame daily will tell me how to enter. But if you are already in the trade, these are areas where you take your profits. All right, so we have some nice areas where if price come back down, we can start looking at this opening price here, and then probably this opening price to continue, because we are bullish. Then on the daily time frame, we are bullish on the daily. We are bullish. I said we are daily on the. We are bullish on the daily time frame. All right. But what happened is that we created a resistance. Yeah. So I'm going to check if we close above that. We close above it, so it's not a very strong resistance. And then we have a fresh support created as well. Yeah. But I will not be keen in looking for entry, a bullish entry from here. Okay, I will be looking for bullish entry from there. As I said, the NAS 100, since I've missed all of this, we only took some trades around there, but we did not continue in adding to it. So I'll simply wait and see how next week will play out. All right. Then on the 4-hour, if I have to buy at all, so this from this level, this is what I'm looking for a buy. This is what I'm looking for a buy. Once price comes back in here, we can buy and then target the monthly resistance. So nothing much. This is heavily bullish, and these are my areas where I'll be interested in buying on NAS. So let's take a look at US 30, and I think from there I will call it a day. If you need more currency paired, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to be part of the free mini course, I have a free mini course. Join in the link in the description. And then that will also make you part of my newsletter, where you'll be getting some nuggets on how to become a good trader. With the US 30, we're also going to do the same thing. This is the same thing I do every week. The same thing I do every week. So from here, you can see we are rejecting this from this monthly level. We have a fair value gap on the monthly here. All right. So this for me will serve as a liquidity. Price will push higher into this to at least test this opening price. If you don't understand this, I did a video recently, so just go to the channel and check fair value gap liquidity. So that's what I'm expecting on the monthly. Then on the weekly, by the way, let's use our board. Monthly is bullish. All right. Weekly is bullish. So from here, we close above this resistance, weekly resistance. So a retest of that into this region, I'll be positioning myself to buy. And then while we're attacking this zone. Why am I using a zone? That's simply areas of opening price. All right. So we have this much to catch up. Then how do we position ourselves to take the trade? Once price if price can come down into this daily level, I'm going to take a trade there. All right. Daily is also bullish. I'm going to take a trade there and then trade it intraday till we get to this level here. So that is all for now. If you want to learn more about my strategy, you can feel free to join the newsletter, the free mini course, and then from there, if you are satisfied with what I've shown you, you can upgrade to the mentorship. On that note, I will see you in this video.